think F11 fixes it. All right, let's check this out. In the dimly lit corridors of the decaying castle, Azil's heart pounded in his chest, matching the frenzied rhythm of his footsteps. Echoes reverberated off the cold stone walls, and dust particles danced in the air, illuminated by the faint rays of light filtering through the cracked windows. They cast ghostly shadows on the worn tapestries that had once adorned these grand halls. Thoughts swirl through Azil's mind, hesitation and doubt haunting his every step.
Damn it all. How did it come to this?
Voice acting. His voice is swallowed by the heavy dampness and decay that hangs in the air and mingles into the lingering aroma of long-forgotten battles. It permeates the abandoned castle that had once been a symbol of power and grandeur. Now, its halls echoed with melancholic whispers of its forgotten history. With desperation propelling him forward, Azil bursts into the throne room, his eyes widened in anguish. The room pulses with an otherworldly energy, a palpable darkness that clings to the air like a foreboding mist. There, upon a vertical stone table, his sister Lilia was bound, her delicate frame contorted by the restraints. A gasp catches in his throat, and his mind struggles to comprehend the sight before him. We're just getting some bone juice. Azil's breath hitches as he absorbs the scene, the gravity of his sister's captivity crashing down upon him. Fear and sorrow meld into an overwhelming torrent of emotions, threatening to drown him in despair. The castle's unsettling stillness offers no solace, only serving to amplify his anguish as he faces something wretched and impossible to understand. He fumbles through his memories, searching for clues, retracing his steps to uncover the sinister chain of events that led him to his nightmare. As his mind races back to earlier that day, time all but stops.
Azil!
Azil! A voice cuts through the darkness like a blade.
Huh?
Azil!
Come on, Azil. Quit fucking around. Azil's eyes flicker open, adjusting to the sudden sight of Lilia looming over him. Her voice is a painful echo in his ears.
Lilia?
Who else would it be, you daft dew drinker?
Daft Dew Drinker. Got some dew drinkers in chat. Azil, annoyed at her continued transgressions, pushes Lilia off his bed and sends her stumbling backwards.
Oh, quiet down. I'm up. Look. See? I'm up.
Storing that one for later, the dew drinkers. His protest trails off into a grumble as he covers his face with the bedsheet. Seeking refuge from the disturbance, Lilia's morale is undiminished.
Get up, you grumpy troll!
She yanks the sheets off of Azil, once again revealing his unamused face.
I'm awake. Now get out!
Well, Mom said you should have been up hours ago. Sun's nearly at peak, and you need to tend to the farm.
Can't just call someone a dew drinker. What are you gonna do about it, dude drinker?
It's noon?
Uh-oh.
Must have been burning the midnight oil with all that studying for your test. Oh, wait. You failed.
Oh.
You know just how hard that damn test is, and to manage the farm as well.
It's odd that some of the dialogue isn't narrated. This is pretty standard for visual novels. Like it's gets expensive to have, you know, hours and hours of finished VO work. So typically you have the main characters for important scenes VO'd, and then the other stuff isn't. Because it's like one thing to just like you know it's like if you hire somebody for like for an hour, that wouldn't be expensive. But like if you consider like an hour of work for VO versus an hour of finished content, there's like a, you know, that could take like 10 hours. Especially if multiple languages. Yes, very true.
Leave me be. I'll be up in a Cyclops wink.
A Cyclops wink. What a fantasy world gesture that is. Lilia is on her way out. Azil can't help himself and mutters one last jab about his sister.
So irritating. You're like a moth fly in my ear.
Wow, got her.
Nah.
Lilia stops and turns around to stick her tongue out at Azil, then skips out of the room while humming a playful melody. Azil clambers out of bed and instantly feels the exhaustion piling on, the tightness in his shoulders, the pain in his back. Regardless, he must get up. Azil glances down at himself and pats through his body, as if to make sure it was really his own.
I guess I was so exhausted yesterday I fell asleep without getting changed.
I learned that Vin Diesel did all of his own localizations for Groot. Yeah. There's like a number of instances where actors will do their VO stuff. I mean, obviously for Groot, it's maybe less of a big deal considering the very few amount of lines that he has. But there's some insane stories about actors doing their VO for languages that they don't speak and stuff.
Attempting to train and study for the exam while also managing the farm? It's impossible.
Azil shakes his head.
I have so much to do. I just failed the military exam last month, but it feels as if a year has passed. I need to work harder and get my head out of the clouds, or I'll never catch up to Ittori.
The VO is good. I think it's pretty solid so far, anyway. Collapsed on the floor, rug beneath him, Azil stares at the ceiling with dull eyes. A cacophony of sounds swirl around him. His mother's toiling away in the kitchen. Cleaning? Cooking? He isn't sure. And it doesn't matter either way. There's an endless amount of both to occupy her. Meanwhile, Lily is speeding through one novel or another. Azil never could quite sit down and read like her, he muses. Each turn of the page contributes to the room's melody. Azil tries to count how quickly she's reading each set of pages, but loses interest fast. His father, despite his illness, still found solace in his pipe, which was burning with a strong odor. The sickly sweet scent of smoke strengthened with each crisp spark of the medicinal herbs that he puffed on. Azil allowed himself to sink into the atmosphere and fully appreciate this reprieve after the day's arduous farm chores. As he well knew, he still had a lot of work to do. Suddenly, his daydreaming is interrupted by the rattling of the doorknob. He pauses for a moment to listen, and it seems the entire family does as well. The soundscape in which he was previously invigorated has evaporated, drowned out by the loose knob of the weathered door. It doesn't seem anyone is expecting a visitor. The front door creaks open. A figure emerges from the doorway. He lugs a bag over one shoulder, and a sigh of exhaustion escapes his lips prior to his proclamation.
Hello! I've returned, albeit a bit.
Before he can even steady his footing, a whirlwind of energy pounces him.
Brother! I've missed you!
Hey there, Lilia. As energetic as ever, I see.
He wraps an arm around Lilia for an embrace, while reaching out a hand to gently pat Azil's head.
Too proud to greet your brother with a hug. Is that so, Azil? Come now. No need to shy away.
Welcome back, Itori! I've missed you too.
Might be the same guy doing the brothers.
I'm glad to be home. Seems like you've been keeping up with the farm. You learn quickly, little brother. Also, you're not so little anymore. You've grown quite a bit.
Itori turns to his parents, greeting them respectfully with a slight bow.
Ah, my son. It is a joy to see you again. But aren't you back a bit earlier than expected? They didn't kick you out of the academy, did they?
Father, you always assume
That's
the
the
worst.
same voice actor. Rabbit!
69 months of Billy went Kirby! Oh my god!
Oh my god, Rabbit, thank you so very much for the 69 months. Don't leave any of the love lying around. Make sure you pick it up and take it with you. Nice. Nice. What if they're all the same person? That would be impressive, not impossible though. You know, for this, did you know, chat, that I tried to hire famous voice actor Rich Evans to do my 69-month subscriber notification? I failed, though. I tried contacting Red Letter Media numerous times, only to never get any kind of response ever. Yeah, I tried. But so it goes. I even joined their Patreon for like 6 months, and threw a message on there as well. Didn't get any response there either. So it goes. Rich Evans, he's a guy that's on this YouTube channel called Red Letter Media. It does. If you know who he is, then if you know, you know. Whatever. He's just one of the guys on that show. And he's kind of like, aside from the movie Troll 2, he's like kind of known for saying like, "Oh my god." Hollywood superstar Rich Evans. You want me to try again for you? No, it's fine. So I did a pretty good impression, if I do say so myself. I think it's not too bad.
Worry not. Our postgraduate training camp ended early, so I had a few days off. I thought it would be a fine opportunity to use this time to pay you all a visit.
Oh, don't listen to your father. We're delighted to see you, and your timing is perfect. I was just about to start preparing dinner, actually. I'll make your favorite, fish curry.
Fish curry.
Nothing would make me feel more at home. Thank you, Mother. And what have my two favorite troublemakers been up to?
I have! Master Diana
Oops.
says I've surpassed
sorry, I
all
clicked
her
past that.
expectations for my
Okay.
class.
That's quite impressive. I need to meet this Diana one day. Your powers have blossomed faster than most people could have imagined under her guidance.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
But don't let it get to your head. I'll be the one to stop you if you end up turning into an evil witch.
Oh my god, he's gonna murder his sister.
If I were evil, I would steal all the cotton candy in the world!
Alright.
That might be the most evil plan I've ever heard. You'd make all the fairs in Akarath go sour.
That was the cheesiest thing I've heard all week.
Ah, and don't think I forgot about your birthday, Lilia. I have a gift for you from Regalia, but it's a surprise that'll have to wait until later.
Oh, I love surprises!
And what about you, Azil?
Yeah, she doesn't look
You've grown.
young.
And dare I say, the farm is in better shape than when Father was tending to it. But you always did say you would try to match my performance on the military exam. You haven't forgotten, have you?
No, my training has been more intense than ever.
Not the berry pun from the AI detective game. God damn it, Neuro, why'd you have to remind me of that?
That's great to hear. Have you taken the exam yet?
Well, yes, but...
Oh. You don't sound very excited. Are you having second thoughts about joining the military?
It's not that, it's just... It's,
Lilia, ever eager to share secrets and an opportunity to embarrass Azil, blurts out the truth.
He failed his test. He's just too embarrassed to say it.
Expecting the worst, Azil hides his head down in shame. Furious with his sister, ashamed towards his brother, he begins to twiddle his fingers, thinking of what to say. I think his brother's gonna be like, yeah, I failed too. Tori's warm laughter fills the room at Lilia's excitement to tell him the unfortunate news.
Come now, Azil. There's no need to look so glum. The test has a 90% failure rate on the first try. Plenty of my classmates failed. Some more than half a dozen times.
Oh, not a Tori, though.
It's about commitment. That's why they let you take it again. You'll surely pass, but I know it's hard. You've never been one for patience.
Oh, but Tori, I know you won't be any rank-and-file soldier for long. You're one of the few perfect scores in the history of the exam. You spoil me with things to brag about to the other mothers.
Azil couldn't help but sigh. His mother always could find a way to snuff out a good moment.
I did ace the physical assessment, though. It was just those damn mathematics questions. Besides, that
I ain't too
stupid
good at the
test
maths.
asked some of the most ludicrous things I've ever heard. Tori, when would you, or I, or any man for that matter, need to find the angle of a talonwing's beak?
Actually, it's really quite useful, you see. If you can find the correct angle of the talonwing's beak, then you can find true north, even in the most aggressive of magical storms.
But enough about me. We're all dying to hear how things have been. Tell us about Regalia.
Honestly, I have no idea where to begin. It's nothing like home. The scale is massive. I've never seen a grander sight. Not to mention the presence of magic.
You sound
and
like Philip J.
all the
Fry for a moment there.
inventions that
Shut
don't
up
make
and
it out
take
to
my
the
money.
countryside. City aside, the classes have been eye-opening. I was going to share this news over dinner, but if I continue along this path, I may just be a general before I retire.
So Tori is perfect at everything? How long before he's actually the evil one? Oh, see, I thought he was just gonna... he could be evil. I thought he was maybe just gonna die. Like, and then they're gonna be like, oh my god, what happened? Maybe they're gonna think that he died, and then it turns out he's evil.
Whoa. You really think so, Itori? That's so cool!
Azil couldn't help it, and his insecurities were written all across his face. This reunion is starting to feel more and more bittersweet.
You're strong, Azil. Not just physically.
I misread that.
I've seen you endure hardship after hardship. And I know you're not one to take no for an answer. So be patient, brother. You have time.
I thought he said, you're strong, Azil. Just not physically. Or mentally. You're just... Anyway.
I know, it's just...
That's enough moping. How about something to take your mind off things? What if I teach you some of the techniques I've learned at the academy?
Okay.
What? Now? Right now?
I see no reason why not. Besides, traveling has made my legs stiff. I could use the stretch.
We still need to find out why she ends up on that table getting her blood drained or whatever.
Aw, not fair. I want to learn too.
You know why? Because she tried to steal all the fucking cotton candy, Richie. Yeah, that's what fucking happens.
If what you said about Master Diana was true, I have no reason to believe you can't hold your own. Come. Let's see that magic in a sparring match.
Yeah, this is a flashback, Amy. The opening scene was like the sister here, like on like a weird, like a table, like with her having her blood drained or something.
Oh dear. Please be careful, children. I don't want any of you to hurt yourselves.
This is the game, yes. Like I'm waiting to see if we get to this, like any like mini game kind of stuff. But this is probably going to be the whole thing. So we're gonna be done here in a sec. Why does the mother look 18? Did you see the dad? The dad just looks like he's like 25 with gray hair. They're just anime characters. The siblings rush to the field behind the house. A sea of grass gently sways in the wind. The familiar smells of forest and farm greet the siblings. There it is before them, the lifeblood of Akarath.
Let's see how my siblings have been faring in my absence. 2 against 1, okay? I won't be holding back.
2 against 1? Don't they teach you to be humble at the academy?
I get to go all out and Mom can't say no? I'm so excited!
Enough talk. Show me how much you've grown.
The siblings set up a few paces apart, their wooden training weapons at the ready.
Now, let's make it interesting. If either of you manage to knock me down, I'll give you each a silver piece.
Azil and Lilia excitedly glance at each other, a wicked smile overtaking them as their eyes glisten with greed.
Let's do this!
There we go. Okay. Lilia channels the power flowing through Sunir to recover an ally's HP. Okay. You're gonna one-shot us? Oh my god, 50 damage! What the fuck?
Surely this is not all you have in you.
Oh, come on, man.
Brace yourselves! I've been practicing this move all year at the academy.
Oh, Christ. I guess we better defend, chat. We did it. Oh God, Azeel! Azeel! Oh! Wow, full heal, nice. Beautiful. Oh, we got, dude, you're fucked, man. Get fucking wrecked, idiot. Oh, Lily is dead. We got him, though. Ittori is breathing heavily. A look of surprise mixed with pride spread across his face.
Done already, brother?
Ha! Don't get too cocky. I was holding back.
Bullshit. You suck, Ittori.
No way! You were holding back? I used everything I had.
Yeah.
Is everyone at the academy so strong?
The academy is where we go
That
to
grin on the
harness
right
our
is scary.
strength.
He's got anime
But we're still
protagonist teeth, though.
novices. The world is
So
full
he
of
might not be
terrifying
evil yet.
beasts and powerful.
Or maybe he's
enemies.
just wearing, like, covers on his teeth.
Why, in the mountains just outside of Elysia, rests a wyvern they call Cirilla.
A wyvern?
Aye. They're a rare breed of winged beast adorned in an armor of scales. Cirilla has guarded the southern mountains for as long as local records show.
I'm gonna skip a little bit and just see where
Some
it goes.
believe she... Look,
To getting. I'm good.
Did you? It's still.
so,
There's.
I'm sure...
Which
Yeah, well, the teeth don't have to be bad teeth for them to be an antagonist in anime. It's just that, like, typically villains are drawn with, like, their teeth are, like, separated, but, like, protagonists, they're all just like, it's like a white bar in their mouth. Ittori glances around, his gaze falling upon Shuren, the Shuren merchant.
That.
Okay.
Well,
Just do a little bit of skipping around, just
Me.
because.
I'm. What? Welcome, kind sirs and madam. My name is Gain, the humblest of merchants. I hail from the desert plains of the Shuruan Empire. My travels have brought me all throughout Maneria, tip to toe. But
This-
that you.
most...
Villains are all
we-
British in my mind now. That's pretty common too.
In youth.
Okay.
Sorry about the mean kid, but happy travels.
I hope.
All right. I'm gonna exit here. And this seems pretty solid for. I mean, like, it just seems like a nicely voice acted visual novel. It's got a super basic, RPG combat element to it, but I mean, like, the fact that it even has that at all is like not surprising, but I mean, it's like it's fine for it to even have it. So, visual novel focusing around 3 siblings in a fantasy setting. VA work is quite well done. has a very basic RPG combat mechanic as well. If you're looking for a visual novel, can't go wrong here. Speaking of visual novels, Slay the Princess is getting a free big update with extra content. Nice. I'm going to give that a solid 3. You know, I think it's certainly a thing where if you're into visual novels, I think that's definitely right up your alley, worth checking out. And if you're not into visual novels, like it's not like holy shit. You know, you gotta play it anyway. Not a stream game for me, but yeah, like visual novels.